Hey, what's up? It's Brizzo, and this is Wolfenstein Uber Difficulty / Collectibles Guide Farm Part 4. So we're still on our way down this complex looking for, they have a crystal that they're using, and you're supposed to go and retrieve it. And as a bit of a spoiler, I'm going to tell you what the crystal does. It gives you the shield ability. So those lines that these guys are using to protect their machine gun nests, and what the scribes put in front of the guys, you'll be able to make one for yourself that's going to cover you, and you can use it and deflect as many bullets as you need. There's an achievement or a trophy for deflecting 1,000 of them, which isn't too hard to get.
Please, don't shoot.
No mercy, by the way. No mercy. The way to go towards the end of the level is that way I just went, which is down. But you need to come up here if you're seeking out all the collectibles, because there's a piece of gold in that control room type place way there in the back. The first time I came up here, I just kind of walked out because I forgot how many guys there are on the bottom, and they ended up killing me. And none of you guys noticed the edit I had to make there. Matter of fact, going on the top level of this room is actually the smartest and easiest way to clear it out, because if you're on the bottom, there's so many explosive barrels and this guy's shooting at you from the top. You want to make sure that you have that leverage while you're taking them on.
Maybe the creatures escaped. Don't even joke about that. Don't kill me. Ah! Please.
So I ended up showing those guys mercy, which was a mistake, and I'll tell you why. When I came through here the first time, I just ran out here, and these guys started shooting me because I forgot just how many of them there are. And I tried to make my way back inside to recover, and those two scientists that I let live were cowering in the doorway and prevented my escape, and I ended up getting killed. I probably should have stuck to my no mercy rule. Alright, that was our last collectible for the level. So you don't really have to be looking for anything special or out of the ordinary anymore. No more looking in corners and behind walls and shit. Which is nice, because the rest of this level is actually pretty crazy. So this is where our our newest Noxon crystal is, and it's gonna be our second veil power, our third veil ability. And for this room, it's like typical video game affair, where as soon as you get something, it teaches you how to use it. So you have unlimited shield right here, so just keep it on at all times. I don't know if you activate the mire, if it'll start to drain, but as long as you keep the regular shield up, you'll be fine for the rest of this room. Alright, now this is when your shield starts getting drained, so turn it off. Alright, so those creatures, that guy up there, there's gonna be a bunch of them in between you and the end of this level. And I stopped here for a reason, because there's several grates here, and one of those things is going to jump out at every grate. If you have the bayonet on the Car 98, these guys are no problem. It's just as soon as they get up to you, just give them the bayonet and they go down real easy. If not, whichever submachine gun you have that has the most ammo in it is your best shot against them. One at a time, they're no problem, but when they attack you in packs, and sometimes when you're in Eisenstadt, they'll be hanging out with the scribe, and the scribe will give them a shield, so you can't shoot them. There's one random area that I've run into, and I'll point it out when we get there, where one of those, sometimes it'll be a group of just regular Nazis, sometimes it'll be the heavy armor, sometimes it'll be these guys with scribes, and every time it was these guys with the scribe, I got killed. Alright, now right up here there's an electric switch that's shooting all kinds of electricity around. And you're supposed to use the mire to get past it. And then there's another one coming up that you're supposed to use the shield to get past it. Now I don't know how they differentiate which abilities you're supposed to use to get past them, because as I recall there's only like one or two more situations throughout the rest of the game where the shield is mandatory to get you past a part. And that's another thing I felt they should have put more in the game. The other thing I'm glad they didn't do was make it so that in the earlier levels, like, you'll see a piece of gold or intel that you need the shield for, but you don't have it, so you have to go back and play that level over again when you get the shield. Like how in Batman there's certain collectibles you can't pick up until you have certain abilities. Like, that's fun for some games, but it didn't belong here, and I'm glad they didn't do it. Alright, so we're gonna ride this elevator up, and it's gonna be the end of part 4. Part 5 is about 2 minutes and change, so I'm not even gonna voice that over, so I'll see you back in Eisenstadt.